The top Republican in the state house there is signaling he is willing to change state law to allow Governor Ron DeSantis to run for president without having to resign. If he chooses to run, he's here now to discuss. Florida House Speaker Paul Renner. Congressman, the plot thickens, so to speak. I remember during the election, reporters were asking, and of course Ron DeSantis, his rival, asking, trying to get out of him whether or not he would be running for president. He was pretty mute about it, but this is going to open up a whole lot of speculation. Why are you pushing this?
Well, and obviously the governor and I are focused on this upcoming session and the needs of Florida. But the issue is this: would our governor have to resign right out of the gate before he would actually be elected president, as would be the case with most people running for office? And we think he shouldn't. And so there's some ambiguity in the law that needs to be fixed, so that if the governor chooses to share his vision and the real leadership that we've enjoyed here in Florida with America, he can do so without having to immediately resign as governor.
I would imagine it's maybe it would be a sort of bittersweet. I mean, certainly Governor DeSantis has done an amazing job. You look at with how Florida came through the COVID pandemic. Everyone's moving there. Businesses are moving there. He's become a national superstar. I'm sure you don't want to lose him, but by the same token, I think the rest of the country might want to get a piece of that action too.
Well, I think that'll be his decision, but we sure have a great here in Florida, and he's a big reason for that. And so we would hate to lose him, but I think it's fair for him to offer his talents and his leadership to the rest of the country.
Let me ask you about a decision made earlier today. Of course, and this goes back to, of course, you, Congressman, being a outspoken about this woke environmental policies on Wall Street in particular. Florida pulling $2 billion worth of assets managed by BlackRock. Other states looking to do the same or have done the same. Where do you see all of this heading?
Well, not in a good direction. I think ESG, for those that don't know, is really driving up our cost of living. And most importantly, it bypasses democracy. You have martini millionaires that are making decisions on major issues that belong in the Congress and belong in the state legislatures. And so we push back. I sent a letter to our credit rating agencies. You know, Florida has the highest credit rating you can get. And we said, look, you got to drop the ESG politics, because they're now demanding that information from us. And so you've got to have a situation where Florida has a lower credit rating than a state like California or Illinois, where they don't balance their budget, they don't lower their debt, and have record reserves like we do. Right.
And by the way, environmental, social, and governance, I've been raising the alarm on this for 5 years. I'm glad everyone is finally catching up. Real quick, I got less than a minute to go. Bob Iger comes back to Disney. A lot of people believe that they had gotten too woke. You know, it's good to have opinions. It feels like maybe he's changing a little bit, that he's going to be focused on one thing and one thing only, and that's fun for the customer. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, look, no state wants somebody from out of state coming in and dictating their values to us, and that bill was really falsely maligned, and and they should have never been involved in that battle in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's early, but I think everyone watched how much money everyone lost, how sad everyone is, and maybe I think Bob Iger will come in and do a good job. Thank you so much.